This is insane. The entire world has been watching the Giannis Antetokounmpo situation, waiting to see if he was going to be available for trade. And then today, magically, the Milwaukee Bucks make a move, make a signing that nobody saw coming. And once it happened, everybody thought, this is it. Giannis is not going to be traded. He is good. And if you thought that, you're going to be wrong. Even though the Milwaukee Bucks signed Myles Turner, Giannis Antetokounmpo did not know that in order for the Bucks to do that, they were going to have to let go of Damian Lillard. And once the Bucks announced that, Giannis Antetokounmpo was very unhappy. He was upset, and he is not okay with Milwaukee right now or the direction the Bucks are headed in. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you have notifications on as well too. If you want to support the channel, the easiest way to do that is to hit that subscribe button. And now, let's get started. Giannis Antetokounmpo is upset with the Milwaukee Bucks. The entire league, the entire NBA landscape has been watching Giannis, watching the situation in Milwaukee, and thinking to themselves, when is the other shoe going to fall? When is Milwaukee going to say to themselves, I guess we can't build a contender? And then, if that happened, it was likely Giannis was going to request out and ask for a trade out of Milwaukee. Even the New York Knicks did not want to make any type of trades, not even for Kevin Durant, because they knew if they made a trade for KD and Giannis Antetokounmpo would be made available, they would not have enough assets to make that trade, to trade for Giannis. So because of that, they have done nothing. Like the rest of the NBA world, they have sat and they have been patient, watching the Milwaukee Bucks and watching Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brian Windhorst, an ESPN NBA insider, also confirms that the Knicks are only waiting for one target. And once he's available, they're going to do everything in their power to target him and try to get him on this team. He's talking about Giannis. According to Windhorst, we'll see if the Knicks do anything else to their roster. They look like they're set, but we got some big unknowns out there in the league right now. And according to Tim Bontemps, Brian Windhorst is foreshadowing a move for the Knicks. First of all, everybody thought that the Milwaukee Bucks were potentially not going to trade Giannis Antetokounmpo because everybody thought that potentially the Bucks were going to build a contender around Giannis. Everybody almost closed up every single trade report. Why? Because the Milwaukee Bucks made a move nobody expected. This is insane. The world has been waiting to see what Giannis Antetokounmpo will do. Then the Bucks made a major move signing Myles Turner. That means everything is fine, right? Wrong. In order to make this move, the Bucks had to release Damian Lillard, a move that Giannis was very unhappy with. And because of that move, the door for Giannis Antetokounmpo potentially requesting a trade out of Milwaukee has swung all the way wide open once again. According to Shams, as you can see here, breaking, free agent center Myles Turner has agreed to a 4-year, $107 million deal with the Milwaukee Bucks, plus a player option for year 4 in the 2028-2029 season, and a full 15% trade kicker. According to Shams Charania, the Bucks GM John Horst and CAA co-head of basketball Austin Brown partnered on executing a massive deal in a market scarce of salary cap space during the opening days of free agency. Milwaukee retools aggressively around Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, everybody thinks you're happy, right? That's great. Giannis is good, right? Wrong. Giannis is not good. In fact, he's horrible right now. He's unhappy. Why? Because in order to sign Turner, they had to let go of Damian Lillard. And the way they did it hurts the Bucks for years to come. This is exactly what the Bucks did with Damian Lillard. The Milwaukee Bucks are waiving Damian Lillard and stretching the remaining $113 million on his contract in order to acquire Myles Turner. Lillard's 2 seasons in Milwaukee comes to an end as he rehabilitates a torn Achilles tendon. In 2025, 2026 to 2029, 2030, the Milwaukee Bucks will be paying Damian Lillard $22.5 million. $22.5 million for years because they wanted to sign Myles Turner and Giannis Antetokounmpo, who helped the Milwaukee Bucks sign Myles Turner in free agency. He didn't know by doing that, he was shooting himself in the foot. Why do I say that? Oh, I don't know. Well, because after this happened, you would think that your star would be happy. He's not happy. In fact, reports are indicating that after this signing, he's absolutely upset, unhappy, and not okay with Milwaukee. Breaking from Chris Haynes. By the way, Chris Haynes, very, very good friends and close with Damian Lillard. According to him, Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's not pleased with the team's decision to waive Damian Lillard. And this is what he put out there once that announcement was official. His mood 100. I don't know what this picture is, but I do know what it says on the bottom there. I don't know what's going on right now, man. And if that's not bad enough, check out this update from Brian Windhorst of ESPN. According to him, my concern for the Bucks' forthcoming pitch to Giannis to want to be there long term is they didn't move the needle enough by adding Myles Turner. And Brian Windhorst thinks adding Myles Turner is not enough to keep Giannis in Milwaukee. Your superstar, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who you convinced, seemingly convinced in the dark, to get Myles Turner on the Milwaukee Bucks. And then you go right around him and you waive Damian Lillard so you can make that move happen. And in the process, you anger Giannis Antetokounmpo. And if you're the Knicks, if you're every team in the NBA, this is what you were waiting for. This moment where there was a situation, an issue that happened in Milwaukee. What are the Knicks waiting for right now? What situation are they waiting on? They're waiting on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let me make it clear. They haven't made any major trades, any major deals, because they have been waiting on Giannis. Let's go ahead and break down this report as well, too, here. Shout out to New York Basketball on the app X for giving us this following information here. Brian Windhorst stated the following. Teams like San Antonio, Houston, Miami, New York specifically have stayed out of other major transactions and saved assets to potentially chase Giannis because they're not sure that Giannis is going to like the Milwaukee Bucks and what they're going to be doing to contend for an NBA championship next season. So let me get this straight. Giannis Antetokounmpo right now is upset. He's angry. He's mad. And he's not happy with the direction that the Milwaukee Bucks are going in. Yes, they added Myles Turner. Yes, they're bringing back some other players they had last year to shore up their team, shore up their bench, and create a contender. But I know for a fact, just because Chris Haynes said it, and you know Chris Haynes, he is very tight with Damian Lillard. So if he's saying this, I believe it. He reported that Giannis is absolutely upset with what happened today with Damian Lillard. And that opens the door potentially for him requesting a trade out of Milwaukee. Now, I'm not saying that alone is going to determine whether Giannis requests the trade out of Milwaukee or not. I'm sure a couple of other factors need to happen in order for Giannis to request that trade out of Milwaukee. But here's the thing, and we already know this thanks to Ian Begley and Kristen Winfield from the New York Daily News. If the Knicks are going to land Giannis Antetokounmpo, the only way for them to do that is for Giannis to go to the Milwaukee Bucks directly and say, I don't want to be here. I want to go to New York, and that's where I want to play. That's where I want my next team to be. If he does that, then it's likely the Milwaukee Bucks will talk to the New York Knicks and try to get a trade done. But if that doesn't happen, it might be very difficult for the Knicks to pull off a trade. I say difficult because it is going to be hard. But hard doesn't mean impossible. And for everybody who was telling me that the Giannis Antetokounmpo door, in terms for a trade being done or a trade happening, everybody was telling me that door is shut. Is it shut? Because I'm looking over here and I'm thinking to myself, Giannis is not pleased that the Milwaukee Bucks waived Damian Lillard. His mood is like this as the following. He doesn't know what's going on right now. I don't know about you guys, but if you're superstar, after you make a major acquisition, a major move in free agency to get a player like Myles Turner, you do all of that and your star is still not happy, all of these reports, they seem to indicate that potentially Giannis Antetokounmpo could be leaving Milwaukee via trade. And if that happens, the New York Knicks will be one of the first teams on the list calling Milwaukee, trying to trade for him. And if you know anything about the Knicks in this front office, if they want something and they need to trade for that person to get it, they're going to do it. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to be successful and pull off that deal. And right now, I'm being patient and I'm waiting for that exact moment to happen. But what about you guys? What do you think about this entire situation going on with the Milwaukee Bucks? Giannis Antetokounmpo is now unhappy. And because of all of that, that now opens the door to him potentially being traded. How do you guys feel about all of these reports and this entire situation? Let me know in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.